Well, my name's Jairus, and I'm the worship pastor here at Mariner Church, Huntington Beach, and this is my wife, Stacy. And I've been on staff about 5 years, or maybe a little over 5 years. And I remember when we moved here to Huntington Beach 5 years ago and had the opportunity to come on staff, there was some fear and some trepidation for sure of moving our family across the country. But we found very quickly that we fell in love with Huntington Beach as a city, and that God really provided some awesome people.
Moving here, we only knew one family, so it was pretty crazy for us. And our kids, joined into Vacation Bible School. We joined Rooted, so we got into a life group, and we made some wonderful friends, and our kids eventually asked Jesus into their heart through these groups. And so it's been a really cool and amazing experience to just be able to connect with people that we didn't grow up with our whole life, but then became our family. One thing I always get when I tell people, what my husband does for a living, they're like, oh, there's a Mariners Church in Huntington Beach. I never knew that. So it's so cool to me that we can actually have a location and a visual every day that people can see, and we can invite our friends to come into and be a part of our church.
We have a house in North Carolina that we'd owned for the entire time we'd lived here. And we decided at the turn of the year to sell that house, and we just prayed that God would make it sell fast, that it would be at a price that was really great, so that we could give a portion of that money back to the campaign as well. And luckily in February that was able to happen.
Yeah, and I think a big part of just giving above and beyond your tithe and out of your heart is it is sacrificial. It is putting God before yourself, because there's so many things that we want to do. And it's hard to say no to those things, because you're going to be committed to giving to the church in whatever way that you feel God has led you to. But I think it's important for us spiritually and for our kids to know that we value the church, that we value God, and that if God has asked us to put the money out there, that we're going to do that regardless of what we want to do that month, or what if it's going to be easy or hard month for us financially, that's something we committed to Him and not to a person. It's for God.
We would hope that this would be something that it wouldn't just be a few families stepping in and making huge investments, that it would be all families and all individuals in our church to come together and to do things that are greater than any one of ourselves can do on our own. And it is such an opportunity for us to leave a lasting impact on the city of Huntington Beach and beyond. And we know that being placed in that spot and the long journey that it's been is going to be so worth it when we watch the impact that God has through us, and because of the generosity of people like you and like us. So it's kind of cool.